Get as much education as you can, but even more important than that, get as much experience as you can.
The quarterback position is so deep. I don't know who's going to win the job, but.
And if you win your conference now, you're basically automatically in the 12-team playoff, but you can't. What's up, everybody? Christian Ballard here, checking in at Ballard Sports Media. It's Thursday, and I usually don't go live on Thursday. I'm off work for a little bit and have some time to basically stream, get my watch hours up, talk with you guys, talk college football, all that good stuff. Looking forward to all that. Probably won't do it every single day, but yeah, we always have a good time over here. If you guys would, please hit that thumbs up, hit that subscribe button. Love each and every one of you out there. If you're watching this back, thank you so much. Even if you don't agree with me on some of these topics, maybe you hate the show, maybe you just found it, you're like, I don't listen or watch college football. Who cares? Just help a brother out, man. Hit that thumbs up. So today we're going to be looking at ESPN, and I haven't even looked at this list yet. I'm trying to do better about not seeing the list and just reacting to it raw, on the show when it comes to what ESPN and everybody puts out when it comes to like a list or something. But ESPN put out the top coaches. I'm not sure how many. I'll have to double check. Within college football for this upcoming season. They put that out. We'll look at some stuff for Big 12 Media Days. And ultimately, could Alabama reach the 1,000 win mark here in 2026? I think that's actually possible. And that's something that is not really coming up in media talk when it comes to the Crimson Tide this year. And I get why in ways, because all we want to do is win championships and everything. I get that. I'm not going to take anything away from the fact that this is probably a really good team for Alabama this year that could go and compete. Um, I don't want to take anything away from them, being a championship program. I'm a big fan of them. Look at this shirt. My girl got me this one. You can get me out of Alabama, but you can't get the Alabama out of me. So, I mean, I'm always going to be a Crimson Tide fan no matter what, no matter how good we are, how much we suck, stuff like that. So, yeah, we'll talk about it. We wanna look at we'll kind of talk about Big 12 Media Days too. I guess that's what's going on this week. I know we have one of the media day. I guess that's what's been going on this week. I haven't really listened to any pressers. Obviously, you got teams out there though, like you got Dion in Colorado. You got what's his name, Rich Rod at West Virginia. Shout out to Joey Foster if he's in here watching. Um, you got a couple different really interesting teams. Let's change up these colors here. Hell yeah, let's go. You got a couple different teams out there for the Big 12. So, yeah. They got 16, 18 teams. No, well, I know the Big Ten's got 18, almost 20. I guess the Big 12 was weird. They lost 2 teams and added 4. They haven't really no, they did add Colorado a couple years ago. They added a couple different teams from the pack. Anyways, that's beside the point. Drop that StreamYard link. Click that link. It'll put you in the back room. You can be a part of the show. You don't have to be on camera like me. We just need your audio. We'll be on here a little while and talking up college football with all of you. Love and appreciate you guys. Let's get it going. I guess we'll start with where we want to start. I guess we'll go in order of the show title, I guess. ESPN ranks the top coaches. Let's do it. So ESPN put out their top coaches in college football for the 2026 season. This is not a based on history. This is most likely not based on last year. I'm sure it's based on potential for 2026, projected outcome, things like that. My guess is, without looking at the list as a whole, I have I do have it pulled up, and we'll put it on the screen. But why do I have a feeling they're going to put either Kurt Signetti number one or Kirby Smart? Uh, you know, Ryan Day has a case for number one too, but I mean, if this were, hey, who's the best coaches in college football right now, regardless of what happened last season, I think you got to put Kirby number one. Maybe you put Signetti or Ryan Day, someone like that, at number two, and then the other one at number three, and then the rest of them can pretty much fight. I really don't care, but let's get into it a little bit here. See who they got. And it starts out, I won't read all of this, but it does say who is the best college football coach in the country. Um, and they will have actually Kurt Signetti. Um, 5 of the 10 first place votes. He got 94 points from ESPN insiders and media who voted on this list. 46-6 overall. 885 is his win percentage. He's 27-2 at Indiana. He was not ranked in last year's top coaches list. So he is. It says he's the first head coach to win a national championship within his first 2 seasons at a school since Gene Chizik did it at Auburn in 2010, which was his second season. His 27 wins in his 2 seasons in Bloomington are 2 more than any other coach in his first 2 years at a school since the AP poll debuted in 1936. Kalen DeBoer won 25 games at Washington and 22 and 23. Don't even start. Oh wait, look what he did at Washington. He can do it at Bell. I'm holding him to the fire this year, man. We'll get to that later, probably. Anyway, so Kurt Signetti number one. I'm gonna guess Kirby Smart's number two, right? He's got to be. Yes, he's won 17 and 21, all at Georgia. He got 4 first place votes. He was number one last year. Um, so it says his 117 wins are the second most by a head coach in their first 10 seasons in major college football history. University of Penn's George Woodruff had 124 from 1892 to 1901. The Bulldogs coach's trophy case includes 2 national championships, 21 and 22, 4 SEC titles, and 5 CFP appearances. You were one of 4 voters to have Smart at number one. State your case as to why the Dogs coach is the best in the land. I mean, do we really need? Look, here's what I'll say about Kirby. I don't want to sit here and say he's the best because he's got more national titles than any other active head coach. I don't want to sit here and let 2 trophies, which is great. I'm not taking anything away from it. But, I mean, is that really everything we're going to base off of? No. His winning record, the SEC appearances, just the constant recruiting and dominance. It's more than just having more national titles than anybody else. That's what makes Kirby Smart the best. I would actually put him ahead of. I would put Signetti behind Ryan Day and Kirby Smart, but I would have Kirby Smart number one, Ryan Day two, and then possibly Signetti at number three. And Ryan Day is at number three. This next list, you know, he's got a national title. 82 and 12, all at Ohio State, 77 first place votes, or 77 points. Excuse me, 1 first place vote. Okay. Again, I'm not reading all this. Let's just rapid fire through some of these. Marcus Freeman's number 4. Dan Lanning, number 5. That I could see being tied for fourth. I know they probably don't want to do it right there, be like, oh, he's tied for fourth with this guy. And no, I know they had to pick. I would put Lanning ahead of Marcus Freeman. Number 6 is Sarkeesian. I like that. Lane Kiffin at 7. Mike Elko, Kyle Whittingham, and tied Mario Cristobal and Kalen DeBoer. What's y'all's thoughts in the comments on Kalen DeBoer, though? Not like in general, but I don't. Who the hell made this list? Look. This is make or break. Ooh. In year 3, make or break in year 3 for Kalen DeBoer, and we'll talk a little bit about Bama later on and look at their schedule, which I've already done predictions, but whatever. Um, I mean, this is your top 10. It's a good list, but he did win a playoff game in a year where he was supposed to still rebuild the roster and get used to it. He won a playoff game. He made an SEC title last year. I would have him a little bit high. There's some of these coaches on here I would have higher, right? I mean, would y'all agree? Cristobal, I could put ahead of Kalen DeBoer. I don't know if I could look historically speaking. Kyle Whittingham's been around a while. We don't know what he's going to do at Michigan, though. We know what he did at Utah, and it's a hell of a tenure. I'm not taking anything away from him. I don't know if I could put Whittingham ahead of DeBoer. I just don't know if I could do that. Who else was here? Elko. Oh, wait. Excuse me. That's top 10. It's all top 10 anyway. But yeah, I mean, I think they got the top 5. I think you got the coaches right. I don't know if I would switch it around a little bit. I just don't know. I don't. I mean, are we really putting Signetti at number 1? Look, outside of being the national champion, what other reason would there be to have Signetti as the top coach in college football right now? I mean, if he does win it again this year somehow without Mendoza at quarterback, which they got who was it? Is it that Josh Hoover from TCU? It's someone from TCU. What's his name? Anyway, they got him coming in. We'll see what he does, man. I think he's going to have a great season, 8 or 9 wins, probably even get back to the playoff. I don't know if he goes back to back though. It'd be great, but I feel like there's still a lot he has to do to for me to put him as the best head coach in college football. Anyway, that's the top coaches. So we got that. I do want to talk Big 12 Media Days a little bit, but we'll get to that here soon. We'll just kind of go over what everyone's talking about. Okay. Pull something else up. We'll talk Alabama here. Okay. Search. Come on. So I'm actually seeing a couple things here. Uh, this is going to be fun. I say we go ahead and get into some Alabama football talk here on Ballard Sports Media. Make sure you guys are subscribed to the channel, leave a like, all that good stuff. We'll put this up. But Michigan last year, or was it the year before, hit 1,000 wins, most of any program in wins in the country. Can Alabama do the same this year? They're pretty close to doing that. I'm not going to predict that it happens this year. If it's not this year, unless something crazy happens and they completely fall off the map in 27, it'll be in 27, right? Assuming that they're going to be a team that consistently is year in and year out still competing for national titles in the playoff, right? And we still got to see them try to do that with DeBoer. I mean, they made it last year, beat Oklahoma, lost to Indiana big time. So we'll take a look at their schedule. I'm not here to necessarily predict. I mean, I'll kind of pick out the schedule a little bit. Forget about the fact that I've already previewed and predicted their schedule, but I mean, can they hit the 1,000 win mark like Michigan did? I think they can. I don't know if they will though. We're also going to talk virtual media days. Well, we'll get to that later on. But when you look at their record, and I get this, I'll be honest, I get it from Wikipedia, which isn't always reliable. But I feel like maybe in cases like this, I mean, I don't know how you would make this up completely, but yeah. So this is what we got. So they started football 134 years ago in 1892. The school, I believe, actually opened themselves up in 1893. Kalen DeBoer enters his third season with a 20-8 record in Tuscaloosa. That's pretty good. Here's their all-time record is right here. It's a 73 win percentage. 985, 345, and 43. That is Alabama's all-time record. 985, 345, and 43. That's pretty good. They also have one of the better, like, since the history of the CFP. I mean, they have a 10-6 playoff record. They've lost 2 championships. They lost in the first round. They've lost a game last year in the second round. They've lost 3 national titles, actually, I think. 2 to Clemson, 1 to Georgia. Bowl record. Anyway, I'm not here to go through all of the stats for Alabama, but you get the picture. They're 15. Here's the thing. They need to be perfect this year. If we were to go off this all-time record, they are 15 wins away from being at 1,000 wins all time. That's if we go off that. I don't know if this is what we need to trust. I don't know where to look personally for for their actual record. But they're 985. Let's say we go off this 985, 345, and 43. Right? 15 wins away. And remember, Indiana went 16-0. If Alabama wins a natty next year, there's a good chance they end the season hitting the 1,000 win mark. That is possible. I don't think it's likely to happen this year. Let's say I think I had them 10-2 in my prediction video, right? For this year. Let's say that gets them in the playoff. And I don't go too far as to say who's going to win the playoff and everything. I might do a preseason pick prediction or something for the playoff later on. But I mean, 985. You're 15 wins away from 1,000 wins. You can win a natty this year and still not hit it. However, if you play your cards right and you actually work on it and improve and get better each week, you could hit that 1,000 win mark this year with 15 wins right before a natty. You could also possibly take one loss, and maybe if you win the national title, that's your 1,000 1K wins right there. It's that national title game. Again, you look at their schedule too, and I guess I'll pull it up. I mean, what is everyone's thoughts? I need feedback in the comments. I know we got a couple people watching online here on the live stream, but we clipped this, we put it back. Put it up on the channel. Hit me up in the comments. What do you guys think? What's Alabama's record going to be? Let's look at some of these games here, right? Let's say if they're at 985 right now. Let's do the math. Let's say if they were to win every game this year, let's do the math on what game it would be. 986 East Carolina, 87 Kentucky, 988 Florida State, 989 South Carolina, 990 Mississippi State, 991 Georgia, 992. And again, this is all hypothetical. Let's say if they were to win every game. Where was I? 992 Tennessee, 993 A&M, bye week, come back and play LSU. Let's say that's 994, 995, 6, 997 if they go 12-0. And then let's say they win the SEC, that's 998. Then they get in the playoffs. Let's say they get a first round bye. They win that first game in like the Cotton Bowl or something, whatever, in the quarterfinal, 999. You're looking at, if a perfect Alabama were to happen this year, the semifinal before the national title, if they don't lose anything, would be your 1,000th win, whoever they play, right? And again, I know we don't like to predict undefeated teams and stuff like that. It's hard to predict that. But yeah, I mean, if they lose a couple games, if they lose 2 games in the regular season and run the table, you're looking at the 1,000 mark in the national title. If they miss the playoffs and they have to settle for just a bowl, then maybe you get it somewhere around 2027, and that's when we get into their schedule for that year, which I'm not here to necessarily predict that. I haven't even looked much at it. I don't even know who we play. Marshall, win. At Ohio State, probably a loss. But you got to release the SEC dates too. I mean, maybe it's Arkansas, maybe it's Florida, Mississippi State, whoever, But they should be able to get 1,000 wins. They have a good chance, I think, in 2026 to do it, or early 2027. Personally, to end this segment of the stream and video, I would love to see it this year. I pull for Alabama in every game. I want them to win it all. I'm a huge fan, but I'm also a realist. I think it's very possible and very likely it could happen, but if I had to guess, it's probably not going to happen. We'll be stuck a couple games back. I think we might end up 10-2, get in the playoffs, and lose in the first round or something. With a new quarterback, with young guys at running back, even if it's a 5-star and Xavier Crowell, going to be very talented. You got to have consistency on the O-line, too. There's a lot of stuff that goes into it. But, again, it's very possible Alabama could hit the 1K mark in 2026. I would not place any bets on it. I hope it happens. But, again, we'll have to wait and see. This is year 3 for Kalen DeBoer. He's got to do something big. Oh. Okay. That's a good little segment there. I'll clip that later. That'll be fun. That'll be fun. If you're watching this back, thank you so much. Thanks for putting up with me and my nonsense. I love all of y'all, for real, man. Y'all are awesome. And just hit that thumbs up on your way out, subscribe and everything. We'll keep it going here. Again, I believe I did drop the link, right? Yeah. That StreamYard link in the chat if you want to be part of the show today. I know we got a couple people watching. But yeah, other than that, I guess I didn't really write or take notes on the other stuff like the media days, but it was this week. It's already over. It was Tuesday and Wednesday. It was in Frisco, Texas, home of the Dallas Cowboys, at least the headquarters. So let's look at who is this? Deseret News. Is this a free article here? Can I read this? Brett Yermark is the commissioner. It's just a bunch of pressers. Let's see. Who do we want to pick on first here? You want to see what Dion said? Which I know he's like, been going through a lot with his cancer and stuff. I think he's cured now. Doesn't matter. I'll admit, I know I love Deion Sanders. I think he was amazing as a football player in the pros and in college and everything. He's an amazing man. Never met him personally. Do I think he should keep coaching or should he hang it up? I think this is make or break year for him. We'll see, but I don't know. Well, let me share this with you. This is credit to YouTube for Big 12 Media. We're not going to watch every second of every coach, but I am curious about some of these coaches here. I haven't really heard anybody. We might check out Jimmy Rogers for Iowa State. Rest in peace to Jeff Webster. Let's see what Dion had to say first.
Thank you. How's everyone doing? First and foremost, we have the best commissioner. Where you at, my man? We have the best commissioner. Where is he? There he goes. We got the best commissioner in the world, and is definitely the best dressed commissioner ever. And it's been more than expected. And Fernando, you're doing a heck of a job. I love you to life, and keep up the great work. We've lost a young man, Dominic Ponder. We miss him dearly. Prayers goes out to his family, who we're in contact with on a daily. We will wear a patch on our jerseys this season in his honor, and his legacy should encourage kids to make responsible choices and have those hard and tough conversations. Tremendous amount of leadership, and I know you're tired of that, so let's go.
And if you have a question, please raise your hand. Keep it raised until we can get someone to you.
Prime, great to end. I'm Candace Lamb with D210 Sports. How are you?
Awesome. How you doing?
I'm great. Coach Prime, it's been quite a year. Last year we talked about public strength, private battles,
right,
and building a culture at Colorado that isn't defined by outside noise. After a tough finish last season, and Colorado also being left off of the preseason All Big 12 awards, how have you leaned on your faith and keep your players
Focused
on
the now.
your internal standard instead of the outside critics?
We don't care about what people say. People are always going to have opinion. If my kids and my coaches and our staff don't understand who they are, we have a problem. They're not going to allow you to identify who we are.
I love Coach Prime. I think we get what he's trying to say there. Anything else notable? He kind of talks about his cancer here.
And I want to live up and surpass the expectations. My younger self would be proud. Would be proud that I was here last year fighting a battle called cancer, and now I'm here with full strength, full energy. I got that thing back. I got that swagger back. I got that dog back. I got that charisma back. See, last year I had on shorts up under the suit. I had on the sweatsuit up under the suit because I was probably 15 pounds down, looking like Eddie Kane up here. And those of you that see the 5 Heartbeats. But now I'm ready. I'm back. I'm close to 204, legs slightly bowed.
There we go. I'm happy for Coach Prime. I'm glad he's doing great. I'm glad he's recovering and doing better. Just for his fight with everything, man. I mean, am I crazy to say that I hope he has a really good season this year, man? I mean, could any of us agree on that? Like, I mean, I don't know if anyone actually hates Deion Sanders. I don't know if anyone's pulling against Colorado, unless you just hate Colorado, and whatever reason hate Prime. But how about let's get some audio here from Iowa State coach Jimmy Rogers, first year, replacing Matt Campbell, who's at Penn State.
Yeah, thank you for having me. It's a pleasure to be here. It's a pleasure to represent such a great conference at the Big 12 Conference. I do want to give thanks to Commissioner Yormark, Scott Draper, and everybody involved with putting on such a first-class event. This is truly special, not just for coaches, but for our players. It's an honor to sell in the country.
Yeah, and if you have a question, please raise your hand. We'll go center right first row.
Built this roster, and what also did you learn about yourself through this process?
Well, I have the unique experience of doing this 2 years in a row, and you learn a lot about yourself after you've made many mistakes along that journey. Both scenarios completely different, very similar in the amount of players, but I would say more than anything, be true to who you are. Stay committed to what got you to that spot, and that's always been about finding the right people that fit the fiber of what you want to be. I did that in the coaching staff this time, and I did that in the players, and I'm really excited about the type of players and their willingness to come in and work and to buy into something bigger than themselves. And
I definitely want to hear from Scott Frost. I don't know if I've ever actually listened to Scott Frost talk. He was at UCF for a while too, back when I was living in and growing up in Florida. I never listened to him at Nebraska or nothing, which he failed there miserably. But I feel like he could do some big things this year too. I do think he belongs in coaching. Not going to say he does or doesn't belong in the Power Four, but let's check up on him real quick, and then we'll continue the show or whatever. I'm curious about some stuff he had to say for the Golden Knights.
Yeah, excited to be here to represent UCF again. Love being back in Orlando. Well, I want to thank Brett and Scott and everybody at the Big 12 for putting on such a good event. In a place where one of our own, Malachi Lawrence, will be playing next year, so we're excited for him to be here. We got a really fun team to be around right now, represented by 4 great guys that joined us on the trip. Really proud of who they are as football players and as people. And I think they're kind of a testament to how far our program's come in a year's time. So excited to represent the Knights here and look forward to questions.
All right, again, if you have a question, please raise your hand and we'll have someone over to you. Okay. Goes center left in the back.
Yeah, dude, you screwed Nebraska big time, and don't do the same for the Golden Knights like Gus Malzahn did. Anyway, I don't know. I don't really have much else to talk about this morning, guys. The Big 12 Media Day is in the books. SEC Media Day is next week, and it should be a fun one. I'm looking forward to hearing what Coach DeBoer has to say for Bama. You got new coaches in the mix like Alex Golesh at Auburn, and the good old guys like Kirby and whoever. But yeah, I figured we do a small show today. I did drop the link if anyone wants to join, but at the same time, I don't know. We just kind of went through everything we wanted to talk about, but definitely some interesting stuff there from media days this week at Big 12. But I love y'all. Jesus loves you. Just keep your head up, keep going. Don't ever give up on what you love. And yeah, looking forward to college football season. We'll be back. We'll probably do another show tomorrow. We'll see. And yeah, look forward to hearing from you guys, talking to you. And yeah, have a great weekend. Have a great Thursday too.